I'm hearing that you struck their target with precision. You struck their target with precision. When they least expected it, you struck their targets, hidden targets. So they had multiple, I heard pinpoints. They had multiple pinpoints and you hit every one, every hidden target with precision. Hey Soul Family, thank you for being here. I am Mystic Alchemy, for those who don't know me. Let's get into this reading and see what Spirit has to say. What do you want them to know, Spirit? Tell me more about the situation. Let's see. What is this about? Delays. I heard bogus offers. Putting in all this effort to... It's almost like they were trying to like be strategic when it came to you. Trying to be very strategic. But quick with the strategy, I heard. Quick with the strategy. But I heard you caught it all. There was nothing left unseen when it comes to you. There was nothing left unseen. It's like they thought they were getting away with something. That's what I'm picking up. Like they thought I heard they thought they had it in a bag. They thought they had it in a bag. What else? I heard and you knew all along. What else? Oh, they messed up real bad. I just heard they tried to see, it's almost like they were testing you. I heard testing your temperature to see what you, it's almost like what would you accept from them, okay? So I'm going to give you a little bit. And I'm going to start real low. And I'm going to give you a little bit of whatever that is. Something of importance to you. It could be time. It could be assistance with something that you need assistance with. Whatever it is. But they're thinking, their strategy. Back to the strategy. I'm going to give you very little. And see how far I can go until you tell me no. I'm going to give you very little and see how far... Basically, you allow me to go before you tell me no. But see, the thing is that you were quick. You were very quick with it. Because as soon as they tried to give you that like bogus offer, you said no. And it did hurt you though. It did hurt you, but you know your worth. It's like they broke your heart, but it didn't stop. It doesn't, them hurting you does not stop you from seeing who you are. But you just knew that you had to fight to get through this successfully because you know it's the right thing to do with the justice coming out here. You know it's the right thing to do. Like you weren't about to let this person just come through and completely shift your world and take all that control over your life like that. And then there's something about, there was a few close people in your life that support you and they helped you through. Could be like friends, maybe your parent, maybe you're close to one of your parents or something like that. For some of you, not for everybody. Or it's like a situation where you've been through something similar before and you know what to look for and you saw it as clear as day in this person. So you gave yourself grace to accept the truth for what it was with this person. Now, when I first started reading, I did hear you hit every target with precision. You hit every hidden target with precision. So let me see about that. Tell me more about that part. What did our honey roses do? I feel like you caught them by surprise. Oh, you made them feel broke, busted, and disgusted. That's what I just heard. Broke, busted, and disgusted. And not disgusted with you, but disgusted with themselves. You called them out and you told them that you know what they're doing. With the Queen of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, like, I know what you're doing. I know you don't have much to offer me. I don't know why you are coming through, like, putting on, like, I heard putting on a show, like, pretending. And I heard this is not, we are not playing house. We are not about to play house. I'm not doing that with you. I feel like you've been working on maintaining your healing. And it's like you felt like this person threatened your well-being, threatened your peace, your tranquility. So you had the right to bring that sword out. Because I see the Queen of Swords right here too. Right after the Fool card, the Queen of Swords. So you had the right. You know this person was trying to truly affect you. You know how many individuals in life are affected by unrequited relationships? And these are the same people that have, like, responsibilities, like kids to take care of. Like, that's, like, is low. That's really low for you to know someone has to, like, be, like, strong for other people, and you break them down, and then you just break the whole family down. The whole family end up going through it because of the main person, the head of the household, is targeted. So it affects everyone. Okay. But I'm happy for your strength. I'm happy that you were strong because I see how strong you are. I see how strong you've become. It's like from how how I see this whole situation, it's like the only reason why you're like this now is because of what you've gone through before, and you're like, nah, I'm not. I see what you're doing. Like, you think I'm dumb? I'm not dumb. Like, I'm feeling like that's how you felt when you recognize the truth about this person. Yeah, because it's like they were trying to play you for a fool. But they can't do that to you. You have too much love inside of you. You have too much self-respect as well. Too much self-respect. You're like, I'm not dealing with this. You don't have anything to offer me. Like, this is not even like a good relationship option. This is not your wish fulfillment. This is not your calling to be with this person. And you released yourself from a potential deficit, I just heard, from dealing with this person. You were about to, like, I heard, wait, hold on, let me say it how I heard it. Wait a minute. I almost said put your life on the line, but that's not what I wanted to say. But it's kind of like that, because if you allow somebody in that doesn't mean you well, and you know they're doing funny business, it is like you putting yourself on the line. Like, you sacrifice yourself. And, this person is just they were trying to be slick from the beginning. Like, not having much to offer, but almost like trying to bedazzle you with something else, or just trying to draw you in somehow. But you just caught on to it. You stopped them in their tracks. They couldn't move any forward. They couldn't move any closer to you. I heard halt, who goes there? They couldn't move any closer to you because they were like bound by the disguise that they tried to. It's like they tried to put a wool over your eyes. Like, they didn't want you to see what they were trying to do, but you caught on to it. And this could be many things that you caught on to, but the simple fact is that it was like a strategy that they were using to try to, it was like gauging manipulation tactics, like, kind of like, what can I do to you? Like, how many things can I do to you? How little can I give you and you still accept me? Like, trying to test to see, and then if you don't do something that they want you to do, then they try to throw other relationships in your face. Like, oh, well, my last person would have did this for me, so you don't love me that much. That is manipulation. If anybody does that to you, trying to compare you with somebody else from their past that you don't even know if they exist or not, and you really don't care about them anyway, because why are you talking about them right now and we have a problem, is the question. But if anybody does that, like, it's manipulation. Like, oh, you don't want to do it, somebody else will, kind of thing. Like, and then telling you that out loud, like, that's so rude, that's so disrespectful. That's like a slap in the face that you don't deserve. Like an energetic slap. Like, that's like an attack. When people say stuff like that, oh, well, if you don't do it, then I'll get such and such to do it. And that's real bold and nasty too. It's like they should have been gone a long time ago with that nasty attitude. They never even deserved to be in the same room with you, let alone in a relationship. I heard they tried to stop your clock. Tried to stop the clock for you, tried to delay you so that you could pay attention to them. Trying to delay your plans. Trying to make you pay so much attention to them that you delay your plans. Trying to stop your clock. Trying to stop your clock from ticking. Let me see what else. I just feel like you called them out on everything you saw. I feel like you just gave it to them like 1, 2, 3, like consecutively. I feel like you consecutively gave it to them. Like you said everything that you needed to say. And I heard you didn't leave anything out. You didn't leave anything out, I just heard. It's because you know your worth. And you know you're not dealing with that anymore. People playing with you. Playing with your energy. You ended it really quickly because you already knew what this person was trying to do. You're too intelligent. You're up on game, so you can't be manipulated in this way. And I heard they should have known better than to try you. They should have known better than to try that with you. It's like you saw all of the illusions that they were trying to cast over the relationship and over your mind. You saw each and every illusion. You saw everything. And you also saw that they didn't want you to invest in yourself anymore. They have this all eyes on me energy. All eyes on me. You ended it. And when you ended it, you weren't sure what was going to happen or how it was going to go. Like, you may have felt a little like, you felt discomfort because it was like, I shouldn't even have to deal with all this. It was like unnecessary. Like, you didn't feel like dealing with it. I feel like that's why you felt like that. But it gave you a lot of like gratitude and appreciation for yourself when you recognized the fact that you did see everything that you needed to see within this person to make your choice. And you made the right choice, I just heard. You made the right choice for yourself. And you took time to think about it too before you made the choice. You weren't like quick with it. You didn't like hurry up and be like quick. Like, you really did take your time to make the choice. And it made you feel good that you did that as well, because you didn't want to be stuck in a place wondering if you did the right thing or not. It's like, once you saw, that's all you needed to see, and you stuck to what you believed, and you stuck to making sure that you protect yourself and your sanity, because your sanity is everything. Your peace is everything, okay? Your strength card coming up. Stability. You know that you had to take action, regardless of how rough it was for you when it comes to the situation, because it could be a lot emotionally when you know you have to cut somebody off, when you know they did you wrong, they did you dirty. Then you have to, like, it's like another aspect of you has to pop out to make sure that what needs to be known is known. But I feel like you did that though. And after you did it, you felt much better. You know, you felt like yourself again. Because when you are attacked like that energetically, you do start feeling like outside of yourself. It's almost like it can become like an outer body experience. Because it almost feels like, did that just happen to me? Like, did that just happen? Did they really just do that? So it feels like, sometimes it could feel like you're outside looking in on somebody else, but it's you. And that's how you start, it's almost like you start to disassociate yourself with the situation. And sometimes many can end up doing that to withstand the pain and then avoid it. But you don't do that anymore. You don't disassociate from a traumatic experience to pretend as if it's not happening. If you disassociate yourself from a situation, you do it to be able to see clearly. Because when we are in a situation that is affecting us emotionally, sometimes it's difficult for us to make a decision for ourselves because we're so wrapped up into the situation with our emotions, because our emotions can kind of like guide us into wherever we allow them to. So if you're too emotional, it's not really good to make a decision, because you might make it based off of just the desire to be in a relationship and stay with a person that you should no longer be with. But when you're able to disassociate yourself, detach yourself from the situation and look at it from the outside looking in, it could help you to make sure that you're making the right choice. Like, almost like you could look at your own situation like you're giving advice to someone else. And when you're able to do that, it kind of helps you, because you kind of take your emotions out of it and look at the situation for what it is. And then it's like that. So that's more of a subjective approach. Well, that's more of an objective approach. So when it comes to subjective approach, that's more so of you moving away from the subjective approach and into the objective approach. Because when you're looking at something from an objective approach, you looking at it from the outside in. Subjective is when you're feeling the feelings as you're going through them, and those are your feelings. So when you can separate yourself, detach yourself, disassociate yourself from the situation and feel both sides, you can make a more sound decision for yourself. Spirit is saying that's something that they really want you to get accustomed to with everything, with many decisions, not just like romantic relation. It's anything. When you do that, it can help you make a decision, because you take yourself out of it and you can easily look at it for what it is, instead of questioning, based off of your emotions. Because emotions can have you do some crazy things. If you're like really emotional, you could really make an irrational decision that is not going to be helpful for you at the end. Like, I heard something that you don't want to end up regretting. Okay. What else, Spirit? No regrets, just lessons. Spirit just said no regrets, just lessons. The Sun card came out. That's you just being the star that you are. And you were able to shine a light on this person's ill attempts towards you. Ill attempts towards your life. I just heard. Just because you're loving doesn't mean you just will allow anything from anyone. Everything that you worked hard for when it comes to your energy, when it comes to, anything that is yours, that you have to protect it, because who else will? I just heard. And I heard your heart has been broken before, and you're not going to just allow that to happen again, already knowing and seeing that a person is not for you. Like, you're not allowing that anymore. I heard, I'd rather be independent and happy than to be in a relationship and stressed out. At least if you're in a relationship, you want to enjoy it. Because yeah, it's like if you're in a messed up relationship and somebody's mistreating you, you might as well be alone, you know? Because at least you don't have to deal with all that toxicity and somebody trying to argue at you for everything at every moment of the day. That is aggravating. That is unnecessary. And it's annoying. Like, who wants to be arguing all day? Like, nobody wants to do that. That's not like a real desire. I mean, maybe some people do. If you do, you want to take a look at that, because that's not a good trait to have. If you like to just be arguing, just starting stuff, that means that there's a lot inside of you that needs to heal. But I feel like most of you don't like that. You want to be at peace. You want to like relax and enjoy life. Nobody just wants to be bickering back and forth. Like, what is that about? It's unnecessary. Okay. So you deserve someone that's loving like you. Someone that is loving, someone who appreciates you, someone who is not stingy, like, you know, someone who is able to give freely and not like without you feeling like something's over your head, like, oh, they gave me something, now I'm gonna have to like be indebted to them forever. You should never feel like that, because if anybody gives you something and make you feel like you're indebted to them and you like have to do, I heard heinous acts to pay them back. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That sounds crazy. But be careful who you allow to give anything to you, because sometimes people will use what they've given to you against you. And so just be careful with who you receive from, because some people will hold it over your head, and just like, it's just too much nonsense connected to, and it's even if you borrow whatever, or if it's just giving this energy of be careful who you connect yourself to when it comes to money, because sometimes it just doesn't turn out good, and spirit doesn't want you to be stressed out about something so low vibrational. It's kind of like, yeah, it's not worth it, is what I'm getting. So because you were able to call this person out, and because you have the Most High like directing your steps, you have built a beautiful foundation for yourself that cannot be shaken. Like, your foundation cannot be shaken because your foundation is so strong and full of love, okay? And that's why now you have become a magnet to that same energy that resonates with your frequency. And your frequency has changed. It has increased, which is why you were able to identify this person's negative or ill intentions towards you. You were able to pinpoint them. That's why I heard you hit every target with precision, because when you opened your mouth, it was like swords were just hitting them one by one, and it didn't feel good. It hurt them. You struck them right in their ego and all of the other hidden areas that they didn't think that you would ever see. But because you are so perceptive, you were able to see what they thought that no one could see, because only they know about what you talked about. Nobody has ever done what you did. No one has ever hit each target with precision as you did. Okay? I heard you threw them for a loop. They weren't ready for you. They weren't ready for you at all. And I heard they didn't think it was going to end like that. They thought that you were just going to stay like in that loving energy. That's what they thought. But when it's time to, and not that your love is still not there, but it's kind of like, you know when to pull that back. Because if somebody is disrespecting you, I'm not gonna be all lovey-dovey with you. Like, and I feel like that's how you feel. Like, no, you're not gonna get that now. Now you're cut off. Okay? And I feel like that's exactly what you did. You cut them off and you struck every target with precision. Listen, nobody has time. We don't have time for these games no more. Like, I heard hands down. We don't have time. We are busy being great. Okay? So anybody that comes with this energy, they must go. They must be banished. Okay? Because they cannot be in your life. No. Not with this energy. We have to say no. And you know what? You did. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Spirit is proud of you. You did an amazing job. You were able to... I heard you poured salt on a slug. You ever seen what happens to a slug when you pour salt on it? I used to do that as a kid. Like, I did. I don't know how I knew to do that. I don't know if somebody told me that. But I used to watch it just like disintegrate. It's probably strange. I'm probably like, you did that? But I did. I tried it before to see, a few times to see. But yeah, this is what you did to them. You know, you I heard you emptied them out. You emptied them out. What that mean? Like what you trying to say here? Wait a minute. Okay, you know when somebody's filled up with like boastfulness, somebody's just boastful. They're just like, they're just so boastful. They're so like arrogant. Like, you know, somebody is just really arrogant to the point where they feel like they could just get anybody. They feel like everybody's attracted to them. Like, they just feel like everybody wants them. Like, somebody within that mindset. I just feel like the Spirit is saying you emptied them out in a way where you pulled all of that arrogance out of them. You pulled it all out. Any egoic, what's the word I wanted to use? Any remnants of any egoic attitude, it was just poured out of them. It was just like everything you said, each time you said it was just like you were emptying that cup of arrogance that they had inside of them. And that's why you really messed them up. You had them in the 9 of Swords after you said what you said. You know, this is one of the, a lot of times I say that sometimes it's unnecessary to speak. But for someone like this is the type of person that will keep coming for you. And eventually you do have to speak. And when you do, they're going to wish they never came for you. And I feel like that's how this person felt when it came to you. They wish that they never came for you. Because they were not expecting like the wolf to come out of you. I feel like it was like a wolf. You got some dragons in there. You just have like power within you that it just, it's just, what's the word? Like it wells up. And then once it bubbles over, which is what I'm trying to say, they can't stop you at that point. Like what? It's like they can't stop you because you hit every hidden target, every one consecutively back to back to back to. What they gonna do with that? They just like, oof, everything hurt. Oof. Yeah, stop messing with people. Stop being rude. Stop being nasty. Stop spreading that nasty energy like that. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. I'm just proud. And I'm happy that you got past this because I'm sure that there was a time where you didn't have that boldness inside of you because you had to learn. And it's hard. Dealing with somebody like that, when you haven't really learned yet and you're still trying to figure it out, it is so challenging. And then you go through that phase where you're not trying to be rude to someone that's rude to you, because you're so loving that you put yourself on the line and your emotions on the line to satisfy someone else or to accommodate somebody else's feelings, when the same person you're trying to accommodate is not accommodating you. That is a no. That is a dub. That's a throw up the peace sign moment, okay? Empty well. Didn't I say that you emptied them out? Spirit talk. Oh my goodness. When spirit start doing the synchronicity, I get excited. I do. I'm not going to lie. Time to replenish. You emptied them out. Now they're going to have to fill their cup back up. And hopefully they fill it up the right way. All right? And then learn how to treat people next time. Because they're definitely not going to try you again. Okay, honey, emptied well. Do you see that? Do you know I never even got this card before? And I just talked about emptying their cup. And I heard spirit say that you emptied them out. This is why I love spirit. This is right here. This is why. These messages are powerful. And they just show you who you are. They show you how amazing you are, how great, how fantastic. Like, you know, you need to see this. You need to know this. You need to hold on to this because it is beautiful. It is beautiful. This was fated to happen. The fate, skywriting. That is beautiful. It's just gorgeous and wonderful. Moving out of stagnation with the crusty crabs. You leaving the crusty crabs. Okay? Wonderful job. Transmuted the pain. Didn't I say that it was hard to do it and it did hurt, but you still did it because you knew you had to. You stood up for yourself. Okay, this person may have made you cry, even though you're strong, but you still did it. You're amazing. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is how amazing you are. Absolutely wonderful. 617, you invested in yourself. When you made the decision, did I say that right? Almost, I heard incision, but then I said, but I was trying to say decision, but I don't know if I said incision or decision because both were playing. And I said one and I heard the other in my mind. All right, hold on. Okay, when you made the decision, and when you made the incision, when you started to throw the daggers, they got caught up, right? You hit everyone and you emptied them out. You emptied their cup of arrogance. And you showed them why that way of being is not the best way to be. Because they hurt someone like you and all you do is show love. That doesn't even make any sense. This is the type of person that will burn every bridge that is built for them. That's supposed to be trying to help them. They'll just burn it. They'll just destroy every bridge and then wonder why no one is around them. Right? But you did an amazing job. I feel like you're still a blessing in this person's life. Regardless of how it went down, you're still a blessing because you're giving them a chance to fill their cup back up with what's right instead of all of that ill will and all that arrogance they have, thinking that they're better than everything and everyone, and having that mindset like that everybody wants them. That's just weird. Like, just because you might be attractive doesn't mean everybody's attracted to you. Like, come on now. Like, you gotta be, like, let's be real. Like, that mindset is very distorted, and it's just, it turns people off because there's like no transparency, no vulnerability. You can't learn anything from this person. You know, it's just nothing there. This person is not acting like a human. They're not acting real anymore once they start acting like that. So that's why they don't have close connections. Like, this is the type of person that'll be around a bunch of fake people that are just like them, and nobody really likes them though. They're just around them and then talk about them as soon as they leave because their energy is bad. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm just proud of you. I just want to tell you that Spirit is proud of you as well, because you emptied their well, all right? And you made them see that they need to change, that they need to be different if they even want to be in the same room with a chosen one, with somebody like you that has love and is not looking at yourself or in like, oh no, I'm better. You're not looking at them like that. You never did. But they have that mindset and try to like come at you and give you very little on purpose to just see if you were going to accept it. And I feel like that's also a way for them to try to gauge your value. Like, you're very valuable, like regardless of what people try, because this person was like doing like treating you like you were like a science project, like you're like an experiment or something. You're not an experiment. You're a person. Like, if they have a question, all they have to do is ask. They don't have to be all weird and see, because that shows that their actions that they took trying to give you very little to see if you was going to take it, that was all it was like self-affirming for them. It's pleasing to them to, it's like almost like this person could be very attractive. So they abuse people on purpose. They abuse people on purpose to kind of like say that they can get anybody and treat anybody however they want to and still get away with it because they feel like they that girl or that guy. That is so messed up, and it's wrong, and it's not okay. And you told them that it wasn't okay, and you stood up for yourself, and kudos to you, Ashe. Okay? That's all I have for you, my loves. I hope this message finds who needs to hear it. Always remember that God is in you and the magic is too, because you're a magic. Much love to you, honey roses. I'll see you in the next video.